Today's topic is image formation of an extended object by plane mirror. Image formation of an extended object by a plane mirror. This one is plane mirror. Object is placed at this point. Extended object A ray parallel to the axis, because it falls at 90 degrees, so it will reflect on the same path. A second ray, suppose it falls at this point, this angle is I, it will reflect at the same angle, that's R, because I and R will be equal. If we extend these rays, they appear to diverge from this point B dash. If we draw perpendicular, this will be the image at A dash. Means the object is AB and image formed by the plane mirror is at A dash and B dash. This one is plane mirror. This angle is R, so this will be also R. In triangle, this point is suppose point of hit, that's P. In triangle A, B, E and the triangle E, A dash and B dash, they are congruent because of this angle is 90 degree, this angle is also 90 degree, this angle is R, this angle will also be R, and this point is suppose C. BEC and triangle E dash PC, they are congruent because this angle is 90 degree, this angle is I, this angle is R, but I and R are equal, so angle APB is equal to angle A dash E and B dash. So these two triangles are congruent, hence corresponding sides will be same, BC. So BC is equal to B dash C, means image is formed at same distance, hence the distance of image from the mirror is same as that of object. Also AB is equal to A dash and B dash, means size of object is equal to the size of image. Now lateral inversion. To exchange of the right and the left sides of the object and its image is known as lateral inversion. The exchange of the right and left sides of an object, sides of an object and its image is known as lateral inversion. For example, this one is plane mirror, here is P, image will be at this one is left right side, this one is left side, here only this is the left side and this one is the right side. This distance and this distance will be same. Also this distance and this distance will be same. The distance of image is equal to the distance of object from the mirror. This is the region of lateral inversion. Here this distance and this distance same. Also this distance and this distance is same. Is the region of lateral inversion. Now spherical mirrors. Next topic is spherical mirrors. The mirror whose reflecting surface is a part of a hollow sphere. The mirror whose reflecting surface is the part of a sphere is known as spherical mirror. According to the type of reflecting surface, these mirrors are divided into two parts. First one is convex mirror and second is concave mirror. This one is sphere. It is polished. This AB part. This one is a reflecting surface. So it is known as convex mirror. If we polish this part, A dash and B dash, this is reflecting surface. So it is concave and this one is convex mirror. Now some definitions related to spherical mirrors. Some definitions related to spherical mirror. One is pole. The midpoint of the mirror is known as pole. Is known as pole. Is divided by P. Second is center of curvature. The center of the sphere whose the mirror is the part is known as center of curvature. The center of the sphere of which mirror is the part is known as center of curvature. Now the radius of curvature. The radius of the sphere whose mirror is the part is known as radius of curvature. The radius of the sphere of which mirror is the part is known as radius of curvature. That's denoted by R. Now principal axis. The line joining the O and the center of curvature is known as principal axis. The line joining center of curvature and pole is known as the principal axis. Principal axis. Now the aperture. Size of the mirror is known as the aperture. Size of the mirror is known as aperture. The figure, this one is concave mirror. This one is pole. Here is C, center of curvature. This point is A, this point is B. This AB is known as aperture. Now it is pole. This center of curvature is known as radius. This AB is known as aperture and it is known as principal axis. If we complete the sphere, that will be the sphere. Now in case of convex, the complete sphere, in the center of curvature C is pole. This one is known as radius R. Is A and B known as aperture. This surface is polished. Now the focus point. Rays parallel to principal axis, after reflection they will meet at a point on the principal axis or appears to diverge from a point on the principal axis. This point is known as focus point. Parallel rays parallel to principal axis when fall on the mirror after reflection they will meet at a point on the principal axis. This is for concave mirror or appears to diverge from a point on the principal axis. For convex mirror is known as focus point. It is real for convex, concave. It is real for concave mirror and virtual for convex mirror. This way, this one is mirror, concave mirror, principal axis. This one is pole. Rays parallel to principal axis after reflection they will meet. This point is known as focus point. Then in case of convex, in case of concave, in case of convex, this one is convex mirror, this principal axis, this pole, rays parallel to principal axis. After reflection they will diverge. We extend in backward direction. They appears to meet at this point. This point is known as focus point, is virtual. Here is P. Now the focal length is small f. The distance between the pole and the focus point is known as focal length. Distance between the pole and focus point is known as focal length. It is denoted by F. Its unit is meter. Its SI unit is now the rules for image formation. Rules for image formation by spherical mirror. Important ways for image formation by spherical mirror. Ways for image formation by spherical mirrors. So now for concave mirror. For concave, this one is concave mirror. First ray, a ray parallel to the principal axis, after reflection it will pass through focus point. The first rule or first ray, this one is first. Now for second ray, suppose this one is mirror, here is principal axis, this one is pole. A ray passing through focus point, after reflection it becomes parallel to the principal axis, is number 2. Third ray or third rule is concave mirror. This is pole, here is focus point, here is center of curvature. A ray passing through center of curvature, it will come back on the same path because this ray falls on the mirror normally. This is the third rule or third ray. For fourth, this one is convex mirror. A ray falls on the pole at an angle of I, it will reflect at the same angle. Here is pole. This is fourth rule. Now for convex mirror. This one is convex mirror. A ray parallel to principal axis, it will diverge in the extended backward direction and appears to meet at this focus point, appears to diverge from this point, reflecting this direction. This is first ray, here will be C. For second ray, convex mirror, this point is focus point, this one is C. A ray moving towards the focus point, after reflection it becomes parallel to the principal axis. This one is second ray. Third ray passing from the A ray moving towards C, and here is C, because it falls normally, so it will come back on the same path. Number third and fourth, this one is convex mirror. Pole, a ray falls at pole at an angle of I, it will reflect at the same angle at an angle of R. Here is F, here is C, pole and pole. Here this one is fourth rule.